Starting live. It's live.
Is the lighting right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Have to get this right. Okay, everybody, I hope you're doing well. Today is my 51st birthday, and it's exciting to be 51. And this is my son, Austin, if you don't know already. And we have no internet up here. How crazy is that?
Okay. Here, you can use my phone.
Yours works? Well, perhaps it will work in a second. And, okay, so, well, Steve, why don't you do this, and then you can read the questions, right?
Well, I can... Oh.
There you go. Now we know how to do it. Okay, so, we'll put this back over there, honey.
Hey, there it is.
Oh, here we come. You have to watch this. Okay, we're getting started. Put it over there so we can see if it works. Since Austin and I are not 6 feet apart, I'm going to be wearing my mask today while we're talking.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't?
No.
Okay.
Because we live together.
I guess we live together, so I don't have to wear this. So now I won't. Okay. So now it's working, so you can see questions. And so if you have any questions, you can write them down, and we're going to be doing like interview questions, and then we're going to answer them. I have a couple presents that were dropped off today that we get to share, and we'll have birthday cake that Stephen Austin made. And I'll just show you two real quick because Austin decorated it with the HB F1. So he said
It's 5-1.
5-1.
Oh, what's it say? What did I say?
Happy birthday, 51.
Okay, Dad did the H. I had to fix everything, and there wasn't enough room for happy birthday.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the H and the B, but whatever. It's all good. It's going to taste good. So we'll like that in a little bit. And then everyone who's participating and commenting today.
Hey, your dad and Dina are watching.
Oh my gosh, my dad's on Facebook. If it wasn't for Dina, that wouldn't happen. So, all right. Whoever's participating today, I have a couple of things. I'm going to be making up a happy roller. I have a relax roller. And if you don't have my book yet and you want it, Living Balanced, then I will send this to you. It's perfect timing since we all have a lot. Well, some of us don't have much to do, right? And so whoever wins will pick this, and then we'll do a random drawing, and we're going to give away 5 things, and you can pick which one you want, okay?
Rebecca Smith says, is that bottle of Ninja Red just for you?
This is my bottle of Ninja Red. In our household, when it was someone's birthday, or it's my bell, when it was someone's birthday or Christmas, they always got their own bottle of Ninja Red. The only one who really wanted it was my son, August. He would drink the whole thing in one day. Austin, I have to make drink, so he didn't care. I still have to make him drink it. But so yes, it's a bottle of Ninja Red, and it's yummy. I got about 60 drops of orange in here. It's really good. Look up the effects of D-limonene, and you'll know why I'm drinking it. Okay, so we will just get started with this. One of my favorite treats I just got. You get them from Trader Joe's. It is dark chocolate honey mints. So thank you, Flanagan's. Very delicious.
Ruth Hugo said she put in her 300 PV order today.
All right, Ruth.
So she has entered.
Yes, you just entered to for the Select 30 kit. Yes, good job. Okay. Okay, where do we go? We have any questions? I know some people already wrote in questions, and so Austin has them written down, and he's going to be asking.
Eva says, hey, Austin.
Yeah, so.
Oh, you can see it?
You can say hi.
Yeah, hey.
Hey.
Yeah, so guys, ask questions about things you want to know about Mom, and then she'll answer them.
Marissa Evans, yes, she says, does it have the same effect as wine, the Ninja Red?
If it's going to make you buy it, yes. It's not only an antioxidant, but it makes you calm and cool and collected, and everything just gets chilled out.
And if you have 2 boys at home, you can just relax and drink your Ninja Red.
Okay, first question. What is the worst mistake experiment you have done with oils?
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
Really?
Jeez.
Yes, the time that you fasted and then...
Oh, yeah.
There's a section in my book. It says good blood gone bad. I shouldn't find the chapter. I don't know which one it is. I almost died a few years ago. I think it was like 2010 when I did an experiment. It wasn't because of oils, so that doesn't even count. I'm not saying that.
Okay, well then you said
that was toxins.
Oils.
Okay. Probably the worst thing I ever did with oils is when I put it in a catheter into my bladder at midnight so I could go to sleep, but that never happened. So I didn't die. My bladder's still here, but yeah, that was pretty rough.
Austin has a question from Emily. Do you use Young Living products in your hair, Austin?
I thought when I read that, I thought it was to you, which was funny because your hair looks bad. But no, I don't use Young Living products. I probably should, but I don't.
And Tanya says, congratulations to you as a Diamond Lady.
Thank you very much. It's been a long time to reach Diamond in Young Living. It's the 3rd highest rank out of all their ranks. And obviously, for those who know me, I love teaching on health and nutrition and chemical awareness. So it just means a lot to myself and a lot of people I've worked with over the years. So thank you very much. To clarify, Austin does use Young Living products. As you can see, this is my normal. I don't really do anything with my hair if I don't have to. Maybe the only time I blow dry my hair is when I go somewhere to have someone do my hair, basically. Maybe I do it myself once a year. As you can see, Austin has beautiful, luscious hair, but he doesn't really do much with his either. So if he did use the hair oil and different things, I'm sure he'd have a better, beautiful, more outcome, but we really don't care.
Marissa says, I need that. So you convinced her that it's like wine, the Ninja Red. Okay,
great. Well, then you can get, if you get it this weekend by Easter, Sunday, then you get entered into a drawing to win 30 oils, a select oil 30 kit.
Ruth Ego asks, what's your favorite oil?
I don't have one favorite. I have Peace and Calming, which is literally my favorite oil. It smells so good. I can put it over my chest, and if I have chest pain or anxiety, personally, it will go away. When Austin used to never do his homework, literally, I had chest pain where I couldn't breathe in. I put that on, and in 3 minutes, it was totally gone. So Austin's the one who helped me learn how well this oil works. Deep Relief is another favorite one. Progessence Plus, of course, frankincense. Probably 4 of my favorite oils. Orange or tangerine. Oh, cinnamon bark. I love drinking orange and cinnamon bark. It tastes so delicious.
Marcy asks, what is your favorite vacation? I guess all the vacations you've gone on. What's been your favorite?
Well, as a family, I'd have to say going to Rose Hills Resorts in Rose City, Michigan, or Mile, Michigan, that area. That's actually where I happened to learn about chemical awareness in the oils, ironically. But it's like a camping place, and there's only 3 cabins, and there's a lake, and we used to go there every year with the kids and everything. We're thinking about trying to go up there, doing this little whatever we got going on. I'm not sure if they're taking people in or whatever. But it's just, I love outdoors. So anything to do with outdoors. So that's the family one. Otherwise, I've been blessed to go on like 3 cruises, and I got to go to Rome, Turkey, and Greece, and going to where Jesus's mother Mary's house was, where after Jesus died, they still have it.
And he rose again.
That was in, got to go to Ephesus, and go look at all the historical stuff, whatever. I almost got selected to be in someone's, whatever. Harem. But I was like the 25th wife, and I'm like, I'm not really sure if I want to do that. And then,
maybe 19th.
Yeah, and then going to the Caribbean, and I love water, and I love snorkeling and scuba diving. So those are like...
Here's a good one. Andy says, what's your favorite oil to secretly put on Steve?
Oh. Well,
It better not be Progestins Plus.
Yeah, I threatened him with Progestins Plus because he thinks that he's gonna, I don't know, have the opposite effects. I don't know, right? I like to try to lube his feet with like lavender before he goes to bed because then he'll just go to sleep. When he doesn't sleep, he didn't know this for a while. He just learned I've been giving him the Young Living CBD oil. It has no THC because we're not into THC, and I can't have it because it has adverse effects on me. And so I've been putting it in his Ninja Red before bed, and then he sleeps through the night. But he didn't know I was doing it because he didn't want it at first.
Go ahead. What Austin's going to say the same thing I'm. Kathy McKiller asked, "What is your absolute favorite product outside of oils?"
GABA. GABA by the Now brand. Is that right?
I thought it was going to be enzymes, Young Living enzymes, but
she said outside of
oils.
Oh, outside of oils. Oh. Yeah, if you only can afford one supplement in life, it's got to be enzymes. Enzymes help you to digest, process, and assimilate your nutrients. And if you're eating anything out of a can, bag, or box, you need enzymes for sure. I love spinach. Spinach does not like me. For example, it gives me gout, okay, because I can't process it creates too much uric acid in my body and all this kind of stuff. So anyhow, if I take enzymes with my spinach, I don't get that problem. A lot of enzymes, just so you know. If I don't take enzymes, I have pain, I got this, I got that. So it's really, enzymes are really important no matter who you are and what in life. If it was outside of Young Living, then it's GABA. I like the Now brand, and it's the chewables. A lot of people, it's a genetic thing that we're all supposed to have enough GABA in our life. It's GABA, butylene acid, whatever the long word is. And then, so if you don't have enough, then that's an issue. I can post something on that later if you need more information on that.
You want to ask them?
Oh, you can go ahead.
No, you can ask them.
Okay. Tanda Perot asked, "What's the benefits of cinnamon bark?"
Well, we'd have to look in our reference material because I'm not allowed to tell you because I'm governed by I don't have freedom of speech if I sell a product. So I'm going to need commercial speech. So all I can tell you is that it smells really good and it tastes really good. It would be against the policies for me to tell you that it's antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal.
Yes, it is. Okay, here's one. Macy Nicole Morgan. "I don't know if you remember me, Stacey, but I hope you're doing well. My mother is Sherry Morgan."
Oh, yes. Hello. We went to your house, and I have a picture of us all on an inner tube. We had that fountain coming out of your lake, and it was the freezingest, coldest water in the universe. And we were stuck underneath it. I hope you're doing well, hon. I love your family, and I love your mama.
Mom, Crystal Wallace asks, "What is your favorite farm?"
Oh, Ecuador. I just have to say Ecuador. I would move to Ecuador if my husband would let me, but he won't let me. He doesn't want to move.
I don't want to work at a goat farm.
You don't have to even work. But anyhow, I had an opportunity to move to Ecuador, but it was turned down by my spouse. Not even my husband anymore, but my spouse. But I really love the Ecuador farm. I've been able to spend 2 months there and at the clinic as well. And it's all on the same property. It's just amazing and beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish, so that's a little difficult, but otherwise it's just amazing.
Which diffuser is your favorite?
Can they see this or no?
Yeah.
I do love the Aria because it has bells and whistles, it plays music, it has colors, it's pretty. I like almost any diffuser, really. I like the Desert Mist. I'm really into the diffuser without water as well. If you have that, it used to be the Romolux through Young Living, or there's some on my website if anyone ever wants to purchase one, but those are therapeutic diffusers. There's no water. It's just the oil that comes out.
Straight out of the bottle.
And it's amazing what that can do for you.
My dad, Ken Kimbrell, says, "Hey, Sam."
Hey, Pops.
Austin, happy birthday, Sam, with a heart.
Oh, thank you, Grandpa.
This says, Cindy Wiggins says, "When you become a RCD, what will you do with your time outside of Young Living?"
That's a good
That's a
question.
good
I
question.
have no idea.
Travel and teach, I'm sure.
RCD is a Royal Crown Diamond with Young Living. I'm a diamond. There's Crown Diamond and then Royal Crown Diamond. This is sort of an odd statement to say in a way, but in a way I don't have to work when it comes to financial. There's a few more bills we have to pay off and that kind of stuff. I don't have to work, but I love to work, which is sort of a detriment sometimes because I really work too many hours in a day. So I need to find more balanced, like when it says living balanced. I can tell you how to do it. I haven't necessarily done it myself yet, but obviously there's so many people always in need. So I would like to find more balance in my life and enjoy my time. I literally rather dig a hole in the winter 6 feet deep than to be at a computer all day. But
Okay.
I do love to help people.
Okay, 1 second. Tony Marie says, I've been taking GABA now. Sorry, the now GABA. I didn't realize you're supposed to chew it.
Well, if you have the chewable, you should chew it. So as a joke, of course, Young Living does provide an oil called Common Sense that if you need that, you could use that for the future. But there are chewable gabbles, just so you know. And there's capsule gabbles. So maybe you're doing the right thing for the right one.
Best question so far. Stephanie Walker asks, "How long have you known Jesus?"
Oh. Well, I suppose he knew me before I knew him. I learned, you know how I learned about Jesus back in the day? We went to church growing up. And so we went to church growing up, but there wasn't a lot of education on, I learned about Jesus very young. How about that? I didn't learn about a personal relationship with Jesus until I was more in the teenage years. And gosh, I just thought of something. What was I going to say with it? Oh, forgot. It was about Jesus. How awful. My gosh, I just forgot what I was going to say. And that's like the worst thing ever. It's about Jesus and I forgot.
Maybe he's telling you to move along.
Okay, Stephanie, I'm going to come back to that when I remember. So something like that memory lapse thing going on.
Eric Jackson says, "Hey, Sound, it's EJ in
EJ
Atlanta."
from Pasadena, California. My old firefighter buddy.
He says, "I love you and miss you much. How have you been?"
I'm all good, and I'm so glad you're tuning in. How exciting. EJ and I go back in the day, and our favorite song was what, EJ? If you can name it, I'll send you something if you want it. So what was our favorite song we listened to over and over and over?
But how do you know him? Tell me.
How old
EJ
were you
and
back
I-
then?
We went to Pasadena City College together is how we met. And I think I was like 19 or something like that. And then we had a good friend named Mimi as well. And she used to work me out. Oh my Lord, this girl was an athlete. And Eric and I, or EJ and I, became friends. And I wish we didn't live so far away from each other because I know we would be hanging out on a regular basis. I love him. He's a firefighter chief in Atlanta, Georgia. Did he answer?
Well, I'm not at the bottom.
If you guys
Austin
don't
would
know this song, you may know. If you don't, go look it up. It's called "The Floaters" and "Float On." We used to sing that all the time, over and over and over.
Asher has a question for you. He wants to know which of your dogs is your favorite.
Wow, my dogs. Just because of the long standing, I'd have to pick Russell. And if I don't, Austin will be mad at me. But Russell is a cute, fun dog that loves ball. He's really annoying because all he wants to do is play ball 24/7. And he just stares at it and brings it to you like all day. He's great. Chewy's a nice, passive dog who will let you just sit there and rub him. So Russell won't let you really do that. So Chewy's nice in that hand. My favorite dog was T-Bone. He's passed now.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Eric actually got it right.
You got floaters?
Yeah.
Float.
The 2 exclamation marks.
Float on. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
That's it. You want to have Austin ask one of his questions?
We got some questions, unless some more come
Yeah,
in.
you have to still keep.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, until you guys come up with another question. How did you meet Steve, Dad? Can you
Um,
Oh, sorry. Well, are we asking them?
Yes.
Okay, here's a question for you guys. Did mom meet my dad through shopping, through roller skating, or through getting the mail?
Okay, we'll wait for it, and then we'll just say something else.
Yeah.
Okay,
So whoever answers that gets a prize.
Well, we can't give a prize for every question now.
Okay.
Steve, come on.
So,
Wait. Here's Eric is saying, don't forget about Chucky Booker and why you want to play games.
That's right, Chucky Booker.
so if you guess right, then you get a prize. It's how did getting the mail? Eva says getting the mail.
Remember?
Yeah, Eva knows. Okay,
yeah.
good job, Eva.
Yeah,
Cheater.
Steve was getting the mail, and I told him
Cindy knew
that the
Melissa
mail person had not come yet because I was already downstairs before you go to the mail, and he said, "Well, I think they have." So he went to go check anyhow, even though I told him they hadn't. And then he came back with mail, so now it looks like I moted. But he didn't realize his roommate put on there, return to sender. So he had to come back by me to go put the mail back in the mailbox because the mail really hadn't came. And then I said, I told you so. So anyhow.
But all of those were kind of realistic because mom does like.
I was doing laundry while he was checking his mail. We met in California, in East Los Angeles.
And when we officially met and exchanged names, I was watching television.
Yes, which is why I should have known he was a television freak, but I didn't realize that. Okay.
Next, what college did you go to?
I went to Pasadena City College, which is in California, for a smidge. What I did learn there is that I have dyslexia really bad, and I tried taking a English 101 class with the Spanish students, and I failed. So as most people know, my spelling, grammar, I don't even know what syntax is. I don't even know where my syllables are, and I don't even care. So one thing, you can be very successful in Young Living and not even know what syllables are. So just so you know, you don't have to be all book smart. But I went to Pasadena City College for a little bit. That's where I met EJ and some other another friend. And so I'm very thankful for that. And I did not graduate from college, and I barely graduated from high school.
Okay,
But,
two things. EJ, yes, I am Stacey's son, and this is my dad who's behind the camera. Nice to meet you.
this is my youngest son. He's 20, Austin. And then my eldest son is in California, and that's August, and he's 24.
I don't know if I've ever heard this. Cindy Wiggins tells you to tell the story about when you walked in on Steve to go fix the toilet or something.
What?
Maybe that's when you were setting up the toilet for them to not pee in the...
Is that what you say?
I don't know.
We don't know that story, Cindy.
She
Okay.
said or something.
Judy Corasanti
Yeah.
asks how did you end up in Michigan?
That's a sad story.
Shut up. I actually grew up in East Lansing, Michigan. I was born in Oceanside, California, when my dad was in the Marines. And then my mom and dad are from Michigan. We moved to Michigan, or they moved back to Michigan. I grew up in East Lansing, Michigan. And then when I turned 18, I saved up $800 and I moved temporarily to California. It was supposed to be just for like a 6-month vacation, but then I never seen homeless like that, and I gave them all my money, and then I was homeless, and then I couldn't get back home, and then my parents both moved out of state within a short period of time after I left to California. So then I didn't really have anywhere to move back to anyhow. So
The question was, how did you end up in Michigan?
Oh, so I'm getting there. Sorry.
You're going through your whole life story.
Yeah, I know. So then met Steve, blah, blah, blah. We had children. He came up with the bright idea we should move back to Michigan so the kids could get to know this side of the family. So make sure that's clear that Steve's the one who made that decision. And then we moved back to Michigan. We were only supposed to be here for 5 years, and now it's been 18.
Best decision of my parents' life.
Woo!
Because I would not know my favorite people if it wasn't for that.
Okay,
Oh,
here's a good
I'm
question.
saying not my favorite family.
Oh, okay.
Here's a good question. How long were you in Young Living before you became a silver. This is Judy O'Brien. O'Brien?
Gosh, I don't know exactly, but I'd have to say it was probably 5 years. The first 3 years I was in, or first 2 years I was in Young Living, I never did it as a business. I just used the products. I didn't start doing Young Living as a business until Steve lost his job at the TV station. They closed down the whole TV station, so sort of had like no choice but to put things into a different gear.
Austin, did you see this question for you?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay, is she? This is
Cindy.
Christy.
Oh, Christy Collins.
And Jim Collins, and they want to know: Are they the only ones that had you sign your mom's book?
You know, when you sign autograph it.
Maybe. I mean,
No.
definitely a handful, or maybe like, yeah, definitely.
It's very few.
Very few. So probably.
If you guys don't know, Austin is in my book. He actually, back in the day, won awards from the U.S. Surgeon General Hurley McLaren Hospitals for his studies in natural medicine. And he would use my clients for, he did a French fry experiment, and then he did the liver and gallstone cleanse. It's so cute. He was like 10 years old here. Meow. So some people have him autograph the book too, so it's fun.
Marty Mart.
That's Uncle.
Yeah. Says, tell the story about how you met me and how much you love me and miss me.
My gosh, when I first met, I think you called me the blue-eyed devil. I don't remember.
No, remember you when you first met him, you thought it would be hilarious to
The box.
yes.
Oh. With the what?
You poured ice down his back.
Yeah.
And he didn't even know you.
Yeah. No, not a lot of people like my physical humor, except for my family, because we're all physical humor kind of people. Steve hates it. I thought it was funny. When I met Marty, I apparently poured ice down his shirt, and he didn't like me for a long time.
Yeah.
But now he loves me. So that was funny. And then he didn't like animals. Oh my goodness. And we had dogs, and we would go on walks. And then, I don't know. I love Marty.
Yeah. He started liking homes.
Yeah.
Sherry Alexis asks, what is your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure.
Do you need an example?
It's going to be this in a second.
It's not me.
It's something that you don't like that you like, but like
Bad, good for you stuff.
yeah, stuff that's like maybe cringy. Like I like Twilight, the first movie, which is bad because it's bad, but we liked it while we were watching it.
Okay.
So it's like something that's like embarrassing that you like.
We were sort of upset that we liked it.
Are we talking about movies or
Just
Anything
anything.
what is it?
I don't know, Mom.
I like Ben and Jerry's ice cream, but they don't really have the kind I like anymore. I like the Cherry Garcia; it's my favorite. But I like the yogurt because I don't do dairy, and they have the cashew one. But I swear they add an extra cup of sugar in there. So if I eat that, I get jacked up. So I really like Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia ice cream. I don't care about any of the rest of them.
Catherine Marie says, I remember when you guys came back and everyone said soda instead of pop.
Oh yeah, my brother, he would get mad at me every time I say soda because it's really pop. But when I moved to is it the right way?
No, it's soda.
It's soda?
Yeah, it comes
No,
from
shut up.
soda pop.
That's from California.
We're not going to have the argument. Judy.
Wait. When it was in
Corasanti.
Michigan, I moved to California and I would say pop, and then everyone would tell me it was wrong, and they would tell, you mean soda? And I'm just like, whatever. So then I would live there for a number of years. So when I moved back to Michigan, and I would say whatever the other one was, and then everyone's yelling at me again.
The lesson is don't drink carbonated drinks.
Yes.
Judy.
No carbonation. Very
Judy
bad for you.
Asked, what is or where does your motivation come from for Young Living?
My motivation for Young Living comes from
This is your why.
my why, because of my health. You can answer it?
Yeah.
What is it? Austin's going to answer, then if he doesn't answer right, I'll answer it.
Okay, so
Can I answer it?
Her first motivation was money.
No, it wasn't because we lost a lot of money when we first got into it.
Well, her first motivation with doing it as a business was money.
Yes.
Her other motivation was being so mind blown that our government would not care about our health this much that she had to make a difference and tell people and stuff. And her motivation now is her enjoyment of work and her desire to help people.
Yes. I've always had a passion to help and serve people. That's always my passion, no matter what job I've always had. But getting the word out there, obviously everyone knows I love Young Living's products, and especially essential oils and what they can do for you. But everyone will know, no matter what class you go to mine, I'm always going to teach about chemicals, because you could use all the best stuff in the world you want, but if you're still eating poisons that the government allows, and I call it Satan chemicals, whether you breathe them in, use them internally, topically, in your house, cleaning, whatever, then you're still going to have a problem. So I really love to help serve people and help them understand. I got cured of a disease that they say is incurable, an autoimmune disease that's impossible to be cured of, right? That's a flat out lie. And so, yes, I try to help educate people all the time that I don't care what's wrong with something. Unless the Lord wants you, then I believe whether it's 50, 80, or 100%, something can be done to help rectify your health and your life and your mind, your body, your spirit, and get you back on the right track.
EJ says, oh wow, Mimi is on Facebook as Michelle Jones. You should contact her.
Oh, I will. That girl, I need to hire her to come to Michigan and help put me through a boot camp. Thank you for telling me that.
Yes. What else do we got? We met at Young Living in Cruz 2010. Mary Mendez.
Mary Jimenez.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is she
yeah.
on there?
Yeah.
Okay, Mary Jimenez is one of my favorite people. If you ever need help, she's fluent in Spanish. And her and her husband are just a huge blessing. And we got to, had a beautiful experience one time going to their church. And it's sort of a funny story. I don't know if I ever told Mary this, so it may be a little funny. But her church, women don't wear pants. And I didn't know that. And I was going to speak at their church. And it was such a blessing, whether they were 2 years old or 92. The whole church was there to listen. I don't speak Spanish, so she had to interpret it. So
Wait, they don't wear pants literally or figuratively?
Women don't wear pants, they wear skirts.
Oh.
Okay, maybe it changed by now, I don't know.
I thought you meant like they just did.
But I don't really wear skirts too often, but I happen to have a really wrinkled one in my luggage. So as we were getting ready to go into the church, start looking at everyone and realizing no women had pants on, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot go in there with pants on. So people come by the car and waving. So I had Steve go in the back, find my skirt, and I put it on in the car. It was so ugly and wrinkled. It was awful. And it was just sort of funny.
Patty asks, love you, and do you have a daily routine that you follow using the oils every day?
Every day.
Every single day.
Yeah, what do you incorporate every day?
Every day for sure. I drink my Ninja Red, and I put a lot of citrus oils in my drink. So once again, go look up the benefits of D-limonene, and you'll know why I do that. I do 30 to 60 drops a day of citrus oil on the average, okay? I always drink that. On my person, I always use Peace and Calming. I always use Deep Relief. Even if I don't have pain, I just put it on the back of my neck because it just makes me feel good and makes me get going. I do those three things for sure. There's supplements that I do take on a regular basis. Enzymes I have for each meal for sure. What else? Usually I have Steve, I have a fatty tumor on my back right now. And I have a tumor on my back right now. And so I have Steve every day put frankincense and RC and lemon and whatever else we got down there.
Are tumors bad?
They are bad. Yes, I've got to get rid of it.
Here's a question for Austin from Cindy Wiggins. Growing up with your mom, what it says,
No personal.
tell us a story about, or a story or two about growing up with Stacey being your mom that you felt was different than other kids' mom.
Well, when I was a kid, me and Mom got into a lot of fights, and Mom was the enemy. So it wasn't until high school that I started to become close to Mom and actually like her, and she felt more like a mom to me. So I'll just go off of that, because as a kid we were always at each other's.
We did
throats.
have fun sometimes. The majority of it was not good.
Right. So
He was evil.
So high school, some differences is instead of like it being like the dad embarrasses you, it was mom embarrasses you. She eating healthy wasn't an issue. I'm trying to think. Mom's definitely different than
They should move the book.
any of my friends' moms that I know. She's definitely not like them at all. I'm just trying to figure out how. Me and my mom wrestle. Not anymore because I beat her now. But back in the day when it was a little harder for me, we would wrestle all the time, which is a fun experience.
Build things, make things.
And yeah,
We have a really open relationship with some people may not understand and just speak really freely.
That's one thing is mom and me make fun of each other, or like she used to call me Captain Retard.
No, I didn't. Don't say that.
And
Stop.
I call her like
Don't say
I call her old and stuff. So like we make fun of each other, and to an outside source, it's extremely mean what we're saying. But for us, it's an act of love and friendship.
And
it's
outside
fun.
sources, even Steve, because Steve
Yes.
is all the time.
Dad
He's
doesn't
like,
get it either.
don't say that. His feelings.
I don't want
hurt."
him talking like that to his wife in the future.
He won't.
I don't.
We have a good sense of humor and fun with each other. I don't say retard.
Eric says that his wife says hello and that she really likes you. And
Oh.
then another one from Marissa, she says that she also needs that diffuser.
Yeah. EJ says, Sam, what is your book on?
Oh my god! I know. I have to PM me your address and I'll send it to you.
Are you guys friends?
Yeah,
That's
that's the firefighter.
I'm
She's
saying,
done-
you guys friends on Facebook? Cause,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So EJ, you should contact her and then.
It's on health and nutrition and chemical awareness. Each chapter is 1 page to 8 pages long. It's very short, concise information on how to make better choices in life, and to be aware of what's going on. Like just a plug or PSA. If you gotta go down a couple of video or a couple posts. Yesterday, I did an hour-long talk about Lysol and the hazards of Lysol, and I have recordings from the EPA and the FDA there as well. Lysol is actually registered as a pesticide, the kind you spray in your bathroom and your house. And right now, because of what's going on, people are spraying their kids, their self, and even their apples before they eat it. And that is not how it's supposed to be used. If you use Lysol, it should be used outside. I'm not sure how many people are doing that. So it's literally a pesticide per the EPA. So this is the kind of stuff I teach on to help people learn how to make better choices, because I 1000% believe that we should not have as much ADD or autism or blood pressure or health concerns of any sort that's going on in this world. And most of it is because of what we're doing to ourselves unknowingly. That is my passion of teaching.
EJ also asks, or he says and then asks, Sam, so you know back in January 2019, I had blood clots in both lungs that I'm grateful God brought me through. What's
Amen.
your thought on what managing warding off blood clots from a holistic or natural perspective?
EJ, because of the government, I'm not allowed to tell you my thoughts on that publicly, but I will contact you after to let you know. I would tell you there's things you can do to help yourself. So that's exciting. I will definitely contact you and your wife.
Sherry Alexis says, this year is unique. What is your favorite way of celebrating your birthday?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's too.
What is it?
Mom, if she could right now, and if the weather was a little better, she would either have us go around and help the homeless, or she'd have us go around and pick up trash, or she'd have us work outside with her in the yard. That's her. And then we'd eat both lunch and dinner outside in the backyard. And then we'd surprise her with, this is her perfect birthday. We'd surprise her with bowling or like go-kart racing or paintball guns, and she'd be like, what? And then we'd do that. And then when we got back home, all of her girlfriends would be there, and they would celebrate together and girl out. That would be her ultimate birthday.
Here's a good question.
That was a very good thing. Every year, after winter went away, we'd go pick up all the trash in the neighborhood, get the kids involved, and just do something to help serve others.
Here's a good question from Joyce Brahma. Says, you know, the EO magazine from 2015, where was that picture taken?
I think someone's at our house.
I think that's just the wind.
Yeah, it was.
It sounds like a crash.
Yeah, that was the wind.
Apparently we don't have the bark crawlers on. So I'd have to see a picture of the magazine. I don't remember which one. I've been blessed to be in like 4 different magazines. But there was me with suitcase. I was at the airport.
That's the one. Which airport?
At Flint Airport.
Okay.
Let's see what else is on here. We did over that already. Some people already wrote in some questions. Let's see. Middle name. Oh, my nickname. So when I moved to California, I changed my name. Well, before I moved to California, when I moved to California, I didn't tell anyone my real name was Stacey. They thought it was Sam. And I had carried that through like middle school, high school, that kind of stuff. And it's Stacey Ann Marie is my middle name. And so a lot of people, as you'll see sometimes, they know me by Stacey. That's definitely all the Californian people, and then people who knew me well in Michigan. If you only know me by Stacey, then we haven't known each other probably a long time.
Cindy asks, what do you guys like to do as a family for fun? I can also answer this, but go ahead.
Just so you know, the dogs aren't supposed to be up in this space. But
they're in fear right now.
Yeah. For fun, I love anything outdoors.
As a family.
Oh, as a family? Oh. That's depressing.
Yeah.
Because my family doesn't like to do what I like to do.
I like to go outdoors.
Yes.
As a family, there's only one thing that we all do together for fun as an activity.
Which is?
Go see a movie.
I'm married into a movie family.
What is
but we do go like bowling or go on walks and that kind of stuff.
Simple things.
Simple.
What Evil said? Oh, paintballing is good.
I love paintballing.
We've only done it 3 times though.
But we used to do it.
We used to do it before you guys were born.
I'm a good shot. I can shoot a gun and hit a target very well.
What is your favorite flower? Eva Triplet says.
Oh my gosh.
Or maybe Booney actually asked that.
Hey Booney, and my favorite, and Eva, is gardenia. Is my favorite. It doesn't grow in Michigan though, so it's really a bummer. That was a California flower. Out here, it's definitely lilacs. Unfortunately, they only last for like a week, but they smell so good, and they're at, if Tanisha's watching, sometimes I want to sneak over there and snip some. She runs our previous home, and back in the back, they have lilacs. So, you know, at midnight, go over there and snip a few. I'm sure she'd let me come over during the day.
Robin
Otten
asks, what is your favorite blend to diffuse?
That's a good one.
I really like eucalyptuses. So eucalyptus globulus is one of my favorite oils that I drink and then I diffuse. I can't say drink, sorry. And then
I have a good question. Peace
and calming, a citrus, peppermint and lemon's a great one.
What's the best romantic blend to diffuse?
I don't want to say because Steve's here.
Aphrodisiac.
So, you know, to be honest with you, it has to be whatever you like, because like ylang-ylang is a huge oil to help balance hormones and do all these things, but ylang-ylang is really not my favorite smell, or geranium isn't my favorite smell. So if you use that for me, I'll be like, So it's whatever you really like, but a lot of people like ylang-ylang, joy oil, that kind of stuff.
What's your favorite shampoo? Lavender makes my hair oily.
It's Tammy Dudley.
Yeah, there's some, you know, different things. Everyone's got different hair, and then depending on if you do your hair, like obviously I don't do anything with my hair for days upon days, and so it may be different for everybody of what works well with them. Young Living has a couple different great shampoos and conditioners. There's a lavender one. There's a Copaiba. I feel like I'm having a test right now. I think we have the mint one, Copaiba mint or whatever. I should know the answer to this. Lavender mint. I like that one sort of better. So those are two good ones. If Miss Ruth introduced me to, if you're ever looking for a hairspray, a better choice is the Giovanni. I think it's like a white bottle you get at Whole Foods. That's like a better choice, like hairspray, and they have some other products that you could possibly use. Trader Joe's actually has a good shampoo and conditioner. It works for both, white and black hair.
Cindy Wiggins asks, do you and Steve go out on dinner dates? No. But I do make a conscious effort to not be in the house during their anniversaries, or they make an effort to not be in the house.
That's sweet. I didn't know that.
It's not for you. Oh wait, EJ asked. He said, "Your email still sscamber@comcast.net."
That's you can deal with that later.
Yeah, that's Steve's email. I'll give you mine now. Someone needs help with something. It's Stacey. So STACEY at StaceyKimbrell.com. So KIMBRELL. Steve checks his emails like once every 6 months, I think it is. So if you're trying to send some that way, I usually don't get it.
Let's flop that.
Okay, since there's no questions right now, what is your favorite song?
Oh.
Right now, so not Float On. Although, EJ, for Mother's Day, when I was in middle school, I'm in college now, but when I was in middle school for Mother's Day, me, Dad, and my brother sang Float On to Mom, and there's a really funny video that she'll post later of that happening.
Yeah, that was nice. For my birthday, they all did that.
Yeah.
Larry's my favorite. Okay, but anyhow.
Pepper Potts.
Wait.
First thing, I love your name. Unless that's like your real name.
No, that's Aunt Marissa.
Okay, well, hi, I'm Marissa. I love your name. And Dad made the cake.
Yeah, Steve made the cake.
Austin put the white icing on.
Nah. If you had one tip for others to live their best life, what would that one tip be? That is from Sherry.
Best life, living Jesus or what?
Well, that's
Sherry
a complicated
Alexis.
question. I'll answer it if you need me.
Yeah, it is a complicated question. I'm going to have Austin answer it, and then I'm going to answer
Well, you
it.
should answer it, because they want to know your take on it.
Oh, do you know what I'd say?
No?
Oh, what would you say? Just say what you say.
Well, first thing, if what you mean by your best life is the most enjoyable life, you won't succeed, because happiness is not fulfilling. You need joy and peace in your life, which only God can provide for you. So if you're trying to fall in love, have kids, go to the country you want to live in, and then get the perfect job you want to have and have enough money to do whatever you want, you still won't be satisfied, even though right now it sounds like you would be. It's kind of like when you and you're a kid and you see this toy and it's amazing, that would just satisfy everything. You would play with that toy for the rest of your life, and then you get it, and a week later you're done with it. Same thing with everything else in life. So the best life, meaning the most satisfying life, is only going to be found through something that is as constant and perfect as God. Something that can satisfy you, and that would be God. And the only way to do that is to have a relationship with Him and have faith that His Son died for you. It's a whole ordeal. It's a whole thing to talk about. You can DM me, or is it called DMing in Facebook?
Yes.
PMing.
You can PM me.
PM?
That was a joke. You can, or maybe it wasn't. But you can talk to Mom about it more intensely, but
yes, PM.
Christ is the only way. Plus, would you rather have a really good life and then die, and then what happens in the afterlife? Or would you rather focus more on the afterlife, which is eternity, It's this life is so small, you should worry about the eternity more. But it's a good question.
Very good question. To be honest with you, if I knew I was dying back in the day, what would I do? I'm like, I'm going to go on a beach. But if I knew I was dying in the last, how many years since I've had a relationship with Jesus, I would definitely be out teaching a little bit more than what I am now. I enjoy life. I enjoy teaching about health and about the Lord. And because what Austin's saying, there's assurance in that.
There's purpose.
There's purpose.
There's joy.
Yeah. I mean, every day, I get annoyed in life, but I love life and enjoy working so I can help serve God's people and not just teach them about oils. It's not the whole deal. It's about the whole big picture of everything.
Oils are just like a means to an end of spreading the gospel and spreading God's love and Christ's image. So oils are just one of those perfect ways to go about doing that, because you get to travel, which means you get to talk to a lot of different types of people about Jesus, and the thing you're selling is helping them physically. So it's
and mentally.
And mentally. So you're helping them in all the important ways, but the most important way to help people is spiritually. I'd rather have my mom be a Christian and not know about the oils than know about the oils and not be a Christian. Cindy says, do you plan on always living in Michigan? Would that be the ideal spot for you?
I do like Michigan. My husband does not like the snow. I would like better weather year round so I could spend more time outside. I would like to move somewhere maybe in Mexico-ish so it's not so far. We talked about like France at one point, but to get to France and to have people come over or go back and forth would take way too long. I can work from anywhere, so I can move anywhere I want to. So one day I would like to, Steve still wants to go back to California, so I don't know about that, but I'd like to have a place in Mexico that's like a little health retreat and where people can come and enjoy and relax and learn and have like a little clinic. So I think Mexico, but I don't know. I don't know where in Mexico. I haven't researched anything like that, or Puerto Rico or whatever. I don't know. Just somewhere like that the weather is nice year round.
Emily Hyde asks, what is your favorite season of the year?
I like all seasons, except for raking up leaves. I don't like that season.
But there's something good about every single one.
Yeah, every season. Like, I like the snow. It doesn't bother me. You just know you gotta go. Put more. It snowed today. I'm gonna post it. Yeah, and hail today on my birthday, and now it's sunny and blue skies. So I don't know. But I like all seasons. Of course, when you get to, I rather spend more time outside because I'm just an outdoors person. And as I said, I'd rather just dig a hole than be on a computer all day. But what else?
EJ sent you a link.
Oh, here's the question that's on your list. What Joyce Brahman says, what may be a hidden talent of yours?
Okay, here's
wait. Here's one that's not on the list. Is because Joyce makes me think of it. Is you do paint walls pretty well.
Okay.
I can paint.
So, Dad,
not artistically walls.
Dad, can you go down to the very bottom?
Can you get that bug, somebody?
I'm not touching that, Dad. That's you.
Austin and I are scared of bugs, so I'm sorry. Intermission.
Please don't flick it.
You guys can go on. I'll get it.
Okay, so here's the
distracting.
thing. Here's the thing. So we have 4 choices, okay? This is for you guys to choose. And once again, you get a prize if you choose right on which is Mom's hidden talent, okay? This thing's getting closer and closer.
Every time Austin says everyone gets a prize, Steve is like, ah! But yeah, I have enough prizes for everybody, I'm sure. Go ahead.
If everyone gives
Dad,
shut up and get the bug.
Like the first person.
Dad,
Get
you're
the
literally
bug.
taking so long. Dad, stop talking.
Steve is so slow. Thank you.
He's been at Grandpa's stage since I was born. Okay, her first possible hidden talent. Wait, Dad, you're supposed to be looking.
Just go ahead.
I don't want to go down and lose my space. What is this?
You should close those.
Okay, I'm just gonna go straight down. Wow, people are already singing. Okay. So, first hidden talent: singing, Second hidden talent, ice skating. Third hidden talent, drawing. And last hidden talent, hot wiring a car. Obviously, one of those are super crazy, but it sounded fun. Okay, so let's see. So we have 2 singing so far. Oh no, we have 3 singing so far.
You got your poker face on?
Hot wire car, singing again.
Who said hot wire car?
Marcy. Catherine said singing. Oh man, these are coming in fast. Cindy said hot wire car.
People who know me.
Yeah, hot wire. Drawing. Emily says drawing. Hidden talent. Hot wiring a car. Tammy. Singing.
Okay.
Hot wire car. Singing.
Most of you guys know that my husband and both of my sons are amazing artists. And unfortunately, I can't even draw a stick person.
Okay.
That's part of how Steve and I met. He used to draw me stick people running and jumping. I'm like, I don't even understand how to do that.
So mom cannot draw for crap.
And Steve, do you want to tell the story about singing real quick? What your favorite story of August?
Yeah, when August was born, when he was about 4 months, she started singing to him, and he was just staring in her face as she was singing, and then he put his hand on her mouth so she could stop singing.
So she's bad at singing as well. And then, while mom does love to roller skate,
I can't. Yeah, I can't.
she can't ice skate.
I love roller skating.
So mom's hidden talent is in fact hot wiring a car.
Those are back in my days. I don't do that anymore.
Hot wiring cars and other shady things.
She was really baller back in the day.
Yeah. Remember, I was homeless, and I learned a lot of things when I was homeless for a little while.
Survival.
Marcy Decker says that Jim says chainsaw on a ladder. Mom does know how to do a chainsaw.
That
on
is
a ladder.
true.
Yes.
Thanks, Jim.
And I do as well.
Oh.
People are still singing, like they just really want you to be able to
Yeah.
sing.
Yeah, I can't sing. I sing for Jesus, but I don't sing well.
You sing in your heart.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay. What is... Well, they won't be able to guess your favorite song.
Marissa says organize.
Yeah.
Oh, organize.
That's kind of a hidden talent because you don't do that anymore.
My gift the Lord has given me beyond measure is organizing. I can organize anybody,
Susie says
and they stay that way, which is amazing.
Except...
If you come to my house, it doesn't look like it.
No, yeah.
But that's because I live with other people. It's their fault.
Come on now.
Anyhow. So.
EJ says Sam was really good at basketball also.
Yeah, tackle basketball.
Yeah, Steve never appreciated my basketball skills because I play tackle basketball. I'm a ruffian. Like, my favorite activities with my kids was wrestling. Do you know what I mean? Like, we are, we're just like, get physical, and I grew up physical, and I just love physical things.
Connie says she needs a lot of organizing.
Do you want to light your candles? Or do we have anything to light it?
Favorite song, Jesus.
Okay, what's your favorite song?
I have a new one. If you go listen to it, go Google it. It's actually fascinating. The Commodores and Jesus is Love. That's a great song. And in a concert, they did like 10 minutes on it. So it's really cool. That
The Commodores aren't like a Christian band.
Yeah.
So the fact that they...
did that back in 1989.
Is awesome.
But my favorite song is I Only Can Imagine. I Only Can Imagine.
Yeah. Classic. What's your favorite movie?
Do I know? Oh, yeah. My my favorite movie is The Passion of Christ.
Chewy, come on.
Which she forced me and my brother to watch when we were very young. And I remember
they watched Godzilla and Predator and everything
he's
else.
Crying and bleeding, and so I put the water bottle in front of my face, and all I see is like a Jesus that's crying and bleeding, but he's all wobbly looking, so it's even worse.
Oh my gosh! It's a great movie to keep you straight.
Okay,
especially at this season.
If you've never seen it, sorry. Remember, my education skills are low here. If you've never seen The Passion of Christ, this is the season to watch it, because it talks about how Jesus rose again, and it's an amazing movie. It's not really a popcorn, ice cream kind of movie, but you could try for the first 10 minutes.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Nobody. Okay, Steve's holding his ears. If I didn't know Steve and I had one person come to me, if it was The Rock, I'd take The Rock.
You take The Rock over Denzel Washington?
I don't know, I like Denzel too.
Who would you guys choose?
Denzel or The Rock? Okay. And then we already went over how many kids you have. Did we go over here? Oh.
Huh.
Oh, what was your job before Young Living?
Marcy says Denzel.
Denzel's walk,
Jenny says Denzel.
I try to get Steve to walk like that, but he won't do it now.
Jenny says The Rock.
It's like the Rock doesn't have the swagger that Denzel has,
That's right.
and Denzel just comes with a level of maturity and sexiness, but at the same time, The Rock is a lot more like cute and fun. I could picture The Rock playing with kids more than Denzel.
Cindy says she takes them both. Why choose?
Plus, it's like, do you like muscles or not? Because Denzel was fit, but he wasn't like veins popping, So some girls like muscles where it feels like you're touching a mountain. Others don't.
I know, poor thing. So, it's not so much the muscle, it's like his personality and his smile and
Do you like?
can do anything.
You like nice smiles.
I like smiles. Which is why, and butts. That's why I got Steve. Smile and a butt.
Okay, and then, yeah. Okay, so what'd you do,
Before Young Living, what was your job, your occupation?
Before Young Living, I was a professional organizer, and I would go organize businesses or homes. It's definitely a gift and a talent that I've been given, and I love doing it. Like, if I was going to quit doing this right now, I would go back to organizing. But, so that's that. Back in the day, I used to work construction and work on cars and the fire department and on an ambulance and in the emergency room and a trauma center, and mostly in the medical field of some sort. I would love to work back in the ER or emergency services. Like, I love that kind of stuff. But my future job, what I really want to do, I'm not quitting Young Living, but I really want to start a little bit more ministries, and especially my ministry I really want to do is like go to people's houses for like a week or 2 weeks, and whether they need to sleep or help with their kids or get organized, because especially when I'm talking about with people with kids mostly, because when you're a new parent and you're overwhelmed, and especially if you don't have any family support, it just could seem like there's no hope in the end of sight and being overwhelmed. And I remember we were overwhelmed in the beginning and different stages in life. And so just to come in there and help do things for a week or two, oh my gosh, it'd be such a blessing, and help them get on the right path and give them a little break.
It's funny because Kathy McKellar, before you said that, asked if you'd come to Venice and organize her house.
Yes.
What are the top 3 things that you would want for August and me for our lives? I already know the answer for this.
Okay, what's your answer?
I
see how well my son knows me.
Okay, number 1, that we find a wife that loves God, loves us, and we have a good relationship with, and eats healthy, and maybe doesn't have a mom.
No vaccinations.
Then next is that we both have a great relationship with God. And then last, it's either that we stay healthy and that we do Young Living, or that me and August stay close and love each other. One of those.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I want my children to be first serve the Lord, be happy, and I've been praying for them since Deanne Oatley, if she's listening today. She taught me this a long time ago, and I think Austin was like 2, so that means it was 18 years ago, that her mother-in-law had been praying for her all her life. Of course, she didn't know what that meant at the time, but I've been praying for children's wives to be, and mostly that they would just always be centered in Christ and love each other, no matter what, obviously, and that they can remain healthy, happy, and serve the Lord and His people. I'm into works and to helps. So serving others is, of course, what I love. So, of course, I'd want them to do what I love.
Stephanie Walker, because you were talking about going to someone with children in their house, she said, "Are you talking about me?"
Yeah, anybody, yes. And, Stephanie, you're like a quick hop, skip, and a jump. So,
Whatever that means.
well, I mean, she's
She's right around, literally
yeah,
around the
she
corner.
lives like not even a quarter of a mile.
Deb
The one you
Fisher.
went to the house for to go bring your stuff over.
Deb Fisher says, "Oh, please come to my place. I so need organizing." Yes.
Let's see here. I don't know if I forgot anything. I know it's been a long time, so I didn't know
How
how
many
this.
kids do you have?
How many kids? I've had 4 kids. I have 2 that are living. I'll leave it there.
You had 2 miscarriages? I thought you only had 1.
There's something else. Okay, honesty is the best policy. You know what I hate in life? As I hate deceiving, lying, ruthless people, whether it's big or small. I can't stand it when people lie for no reason. It was one of my questions. Someone said it. What do you hate in life? So it was lies.
That's probably why she hated me so much, because when I was a kid, all I did was lie.
Oh, Austin.
Wait.
He was the best liar ever.
Speaking of lying, so what do you mean you have 4 kids?
We'll talk about it later.
So you have me, August.
Okay. Okay, that was that. I have 2 beautiful boys. I'm so thankful for them. And men, I should say. And they're both very talented. Very
Cindy's telling me
talented.
to give you a hug, and I'm only doing it because it's Cindy.
Do you have anything to light your
Oh, yeah,
candles?
let's light these. Okay. Now, so what we have to offer you guys today, you can light these, son, is we have a cake. This is an organic cake. Steve is literally beating, he had to use the beater today to make the frosting of the cake. It was like for 45 minutes. I couldn't figure out what the hell he was making. And then Austin, light the candles.
Oh.
Marcy brought over chocolate pumpkin muffins, which are delicious. These dogs think they're going to get something.
I've never used a match before, so this is cool. I feel grown up.
Are you joking? Oh my gosh, don't burn yourself. Sandy brought over a happy birthday napkins for us. Woo!
I burned myself.
Hurry up. Oh my gosh, Austin. Put it right there. We don't even have a knife. And then happy birthday cookies. Miss Sandy, these are the only crack cookies we'll eat. And she uses real sugar is what I'm trying to say. And of course, Steve and Austin love these cookies. They don't really like mine, but they like these. Steve gets mad that I don't put sugar in my cookies, so he won't usually eat them. But these look delicious, so we'll all partake in this as well.
We're not doing this in front of the camera, are we?
Oh, man, no, don't have to. So that's some good looking cookies. And then, because we don't want to... Oh, was singing happy birthday?
No, I was just going to say, Cindy asked why she calls you son, always, rarely Austin.
I have a deep voice that sometimes sounds harsh, I've been told. So the question Cindy's asking is, how come I call Austin son and not Austin all the time, or my son's sons? So since my voice is deep and harsh, and I say Austin or August, they think I'm like yelling at them, but I'm not. I'm just saying their name. And so son doesn't sound as bad. And I want them to remember that they're my son.
I don't even understand what she just said.
You don't
Okay, keep going with that.
Okay, you guys sing happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear
mom.
Happy birthday to you.
Woo! Okay. I don't want to get anyone sick.
That was a really bad bit.
That was funny. Achoo. Yeah, it was funny. Okay.
Wait, before you, one last question is, Eric says, where is August in California and what is he doing?
August is right now laid off because of the coronavirus, but he is a artist and he does freelance artwork. And then he's also working right now security in at Macy's when they come back or whatever. But he is in California trying to break into his field. Like, he is literally one of the best artists I've ever seen. And he can do paint, color. He can color with markers and make it look professional. He can reproduce a skull and it looks exactly like a real skull. I wish he got into medical art, but he didn't, but whatever. And then, so he's trying to break into, like medical, into the movie. What's he trying to do?
Video games, movies.
Video games, movies. What do you call those things?
Animation.
We draw the things.
Comics?
Storyboards, that kind of stuff. Concept art.
Okay. All right. So,
And he's in Vallejo, California by San Francisco.
Yes.
all right. So happy birthday.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to, somebody did ask this question, so I didn't want to mess it up, so I'm just going to read this. So my favorite verses, I got to wear my glasses for this. My favorite verse is Hosea 4:6, and it says, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge." And what I always add to that is not for a lack of love, and not for lack of prayer, and not for lack of faith, but for a lack of knowledge. So that's why I love to try to help impart some knowledge. I don't know everything, obviously, but the rule book that I go by, the guidelines, is Bible. And a couple of my other ones is 2 Timothy 1:7, and it says, "For God did not give us a spirit of fear, but the power of love and self-control." So that's exciting. One of my favorite ones is Colossians, and it's 3:7. It says, "Whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do everything in the name of the Lord." So you shouldn't necessarily know the right hand what the left hand's doing, that kind of stuff. Sometimes I do tell people when I give away something, or not as a gift or giveaway, but like something, or if I'm fasting, it's not to like boast that I'm doing these things. It's to help educate people that why you would do it and that kind of stuff, because you want to help people understand and know the real meaning behind it. Philippians, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, which is totally, I believe I can do anything.
Philippians 4:13.
What's that one?
The one you said.
Oh, thank you. Philippians 4:13. That's, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. That's why this week we're going to start Chris Hemsworth exercise program. I don't know. Right?
I'm trying to.
Okay. And then John 14:6, and it says, when Thomas was talking about, it says, "I don't know where you're going to be going." And Jesus answered, "I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through me." So that's why I believe you got to believe in Jesus Christ to get to heaven. And then Proverbs 21:20. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, especially if you're in the oil world. And they were not just, when you're talking about when people are being anointed, they're not talking, they never anointed with olive oil, okay? That wasn't the holy anointing oil that God gave us. It was in Exodus 2, if you read that. It was myrrh and frankincense and cassia, and there's a few other oils in there. But it says the Proverbs 21:20 is, "There's desirable treasure and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man will squander it." So really just try to help and bless other people by the knowledge that our family has been given through the resource and the talents that the Lord has put before us, and people and whatever. And there's just so many great opportunities out there. So that's exciting. But I really appreciate everyone coming today to celebrate virtually, and it's exciting. It was sort of weird to do, but it's been fun, and I really appreciate it. Appreciate Austin for helping out, and Steve as well, and for all of you guys that are participating. And I hope that you guys can do something fun for your special days coming up, whether it's birthday or anniversaries or whatever it is, and make it fun and unique in these new and different times that we have. Hoping that all of you stay healthy and safe, and your family and loved ones, and that this coronavirus will end soon so we can get back to a new normal. But the one blessing about all this is that people get to spend time with each other that normally we don't have the time to do. And so you get to,
I should still make use.
Yeah, so make use of good time, right? And for all those folks who are considered essential workers that still have to go to work, just keep them in your prayers and love, and give them shouts out, because number one, they still have to work. Most of them don't get a better pay or increased pay because they have to go to work. And when this is all over, they don't get a new vacation. So they don't get a break like we do, so to speak. So just keep them in your prayers as well. Thank you all. Love you. Appreciate it. Have a blessed day. And we'll draw some winners and send out some gifts, okay? All right, bye-bye.